People criticize the central banks for keeping interest rates high. We're even seeing this in America. The Treasury Department and the president himself in America are criticizing Mr. Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, for not cutting interest rates. And people are criticizing Mr. Kganyago for not cutting interest rates. And the problem with these criticisms is that people think that lower interest rates is what creates better growth. And that's simply not true. What you can get if you cut interest rates very quickly and very dramatically is you can get a bubble type economy. You can get a very short-term boom type situation happening. It's easier to borrow. It's easier to finance certain things. But that is likely to end in tears. That is not where strong, sustainable, long-term growth actually comes from. Rather, that kind of growth comes from high rates of saving and deregulation, which is perhaps an issue that we can get into somewhat in this conversation, because South Africa is a very, very highly regulated economy.
Yeah, I hold the same opinion as you, Russell, that I've never seen our problems as problems that need to be that will be addressed by our monetary policy. I've seen it as problems of governance, problems of sky-high crime, problems of bad education that is not globally competitive, problems of high levels of regulation, problems of high tax rates that are anti-growth. I've seen it as those are the problems, right? If we have things like Black economic empowerment, that drives investment. So. How is that?
Very much so.
Yeah.
People like to scapegoat monetary policy because it seems like an easy fix. Yeah. One committee just has to make a few decisions on interest rates and then suddenly think that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how it works at all. Last point on this from a monetary policy perspective is it's useful for people to think of it like this. Monetary policy can't really help an economy, but it certainly can harm an economy.